Hi, Ann Shibani here. I just got off the phone with a client. We had this great conversation because we were building out an outline. We were clarifying the message of the client attracting book that she was writing. And she had this great statement. She said, I want to create a Trojan horse. I want to sell people an idea or the big result they're after, but I actually want to give them what they need. I want to slip in what they need to know in order to be able to get this big result that they're after. And I thought that was a really interesting, sort of evolved thought process, a really good thought process to have if you are creating a client attracting book. So, for those of you who remember or don't, the Trojan horse was that big wooden horse structure the Greeks brought to the doors of Troy. And the Trojans, in all of their excitement of seeing this big horse, this big gift, open the doors of the city, and all of a sudden, in comes the Trojan horse, and the Greeks pour out and they win the Trojan War this way. And so it's essentially disguising the real matter at hand with something very alluring. So why do we want to do that? Why would we not just come out and write a book about, having your soul vibrations resonating at a high level to create the destiny that you're meant to have? Well, first of all, nobody really understands that. Second of all, it was Pagan, the big marketing online guru, who said people generally buy or they'll spend money on information products or they'll spend money on courses because they're after one of three big results. They're looking to get laid, they're looking to get paid, or they're looking to look fab. So if your information product, your book, satisfies one of those big desires, getting laid, getting more money, getting paid, looking fab, then people will spend time and money and their attention. So it got me thinking about the one book I think that does this brilliantly, and it's Marie Forleo's book. It's Make Every Man Want You: How to Be So Irresistible You'll Barely Keep from Dating Yourself. So for those of you who know Marie Forleo, she currently teaches young female entrepreneurs how to market for themselves, how to create great copy, how to build out a business. And of course, she started out as a life coach, as a relationship expert, and morphed as time went on. But when she wrote the book, she realized that if she wanted to write a personal development book for her audience, a young 25-year-old, most of her audience wouldn't resonate with that. They wouldn't get it. Maybe they wouldn't see her as somebody appropriate for giving them that kind of advice. So she turned around and gave them what they wanted. What does a 25-year-old woman want? Well, an awful lot of them want to date and they want to attract a really amazing partner and they want to get, married or laid, as Evan Pagan might house that big result. And so she wrote this book and she's giving people what they want, how to attract a great guy. But at the same time, she's giving them what they need, which is essentially, if you want to attract a great guy, you actually have to get your shit together and be a great woman, and then you'll be attracted to them. So she gives them what they want and slips in, like vegetables, what they need. An interesting side note, she wrote that book probably back in 2006. She self-published it, she sold it, she promoted it, she marketed it, she sold tons of them. So in 2008, I think it was McGraw-Hill came and bought that intellectual property and then republished it under their name. So a couple of great pieces of concept here, a couple of good concepts. One, give people what they want and sell them what they need, and your title can do an awful lot of that work. And number two, not everybody's got the following of Marie Forleo. Marie Forleo didn't have the following of Marie Forleo, but she got a book deal because she had a big following and they all bought that book. Anyway, hope that you find this just as useful and helpful as I hope my client did. Talk to you soon.